Hello and welcome back to Rory Games Plays Order of Battle Blitzkrieg. Alright, so last time we left off, I was moving my armor, my Panzer II, across the river here as part of what should be a pretty sweet enveloping move. I'm sending a force across the river here to the southwest, and we're sending a forces across this bridge here, our main forces across this repaired bridge here to this side, hoping that these two forces link up somewhere around this bridge, which should effectively cut off Malawa and allow me to reduce the fortifications and all the forces within them much more easily. All about cutting off the supply in this game. Alright, so let's see. What we need to do now is continue to expand this bridgehead. Let's move up my heavies. I'm going to get them set up somewhere in this forest here. Let's take this infantry squad, which has been clearing this forest. I'm going to move them down here. Okay, here we go. We got some units on the map. So it looks like a fortified bunker here. Okay, that's about all we can do here. The goal here is to take this squad and have them clear these woods, or the woods up to here. Bring this infantry squad and have them clear these woods. And that should give me a fairly defensible bridgehead with good supply. Especially once I link up here. Okay, speaking of which, over here, I've got to finish off this garrison unit. So let's see if I can just finish him off with my Stuka. It's not looking likely. But you know what? I am running low on supply on my forces here. My Stuka and my 109. So it's going to be... I'm going to have to send them back to the airfield over here relatively soon. So I don't think I can get more than 1 or 2 battle missions in anyway. So what I'm trying to say is, let's try to finish off this garrison unit. Boom. Yay, we did it. Inflicted 1 whole damage. But 1 was enough. They are gone off the map. So now I can move this infantry squad and this engineer squad across the bridgehead, across the bridge here, expand my presence on this side of the bank, and link up with these guys. Cool. So now you'll see we have supply linked all through this road. As long as I can control it for a turn, they don't counterattack down this road, which is a definite possibility. I should have a really nice huge bridgehead on this side, right? I'll have all this supply will flip to my side. I'll have 2 axes of supply pouring through to these forces, and I'll be ready to start attacking into their flank. Let's do some scouting. Okay. Hopefully those engineers retreated way far back and they're not just lurking somewhere in these woods ready to counter and cut off supply. Only time will tell. Okay, let's see. Could hit this bunker. You see, so now I'm running into the opposite problem. When I flanked Chorzelli in the beginning of the game, I received a bonus. So now this bunker has anti-tank support attached. So despite the fact that I will inflict almost half damage on this thing, maybe more, I still think that shoot, I should just attack. Because of the anti-tank gun, they are going to inflict damage on me, 1 or 2 points. I would prefer not to assault fortified positions with my panzers, but frankly I'm getting a little antsy, and we need to start attacking at some point. So let's go ahead and put this, let's call this attack kind of we're just probing their defenses. Okay, that turned out okay. They did inflict 1 damage. I was able to inflict 4 on them. So that bunker position has been reduced by half, which puts it in a very compromised position. Alright. Oh, my Panzer IV is ready to rock. So I should have him in battle 2 more turns. And that will substantially increase my combat width on this flank. Alright, let's end our turn. Okay, as I suspected, this Panzer unit has been spotted. I can't move my infantry across just yet. No, I guess I can try. Slightly. Can bring my Panzer and meet up with him there. Expanding my control over here. So we'll keep expanding this territory, shore up the defenses before I make a lunge into the rear of the Mlawa fortifications. Okay, so let's move our heavies into the woods here. Continue this squad's job of clearing the woods there. Move our engineers up. Move our 7.5 gun up. Lay down some fire on this bunker. And let's see. The problem here is this infantry is super low on efficiency because it was cut off from supply. It had been engaged, and so now what it needs more than anything is to just chill. So we're gonna let it just chill. I think though we could probably get it in a better position by moving it up here. Yeah. So then I will let these guys build their efficiency back up and then send them into this hex to flank along with this engineer squad on the next turn. Before that, I can get one more bombing raid out of this Stuka before I have to send it back. Okay, didn't do much. Reduce some efficiency. Let's go ahead and send this guy up to scout. Okay, so there's that engineer squad. They've reinforced again. They're still on the road. Oh, shoot. So, doing some recon up at the airfield. I found another 40 mil. Boffers, Swedish anti-aircraft gun. Let's call it that, a 40. So they're going to hit me here, going to hit the 109. So the 109 is going to need to get repaired here soon. You can repair back at the airfield. It does require RPs, which we're trying to save up so that we can pick up some artillery or a Henkel. Alright, but that does give me a pretty good look at what I've got here. It's a relatively small force. I've got the engineers on the road. I expect them to retreat further back behind these prepared positions. Got that 40 I talked about, a bunker, then the airfield itself, the hangars. So I would call that relatively lightly defended. I feel like I could probably push that 7.5 gun and an infantry squad up and take the airfield. But first things first, I need to consolidate my bridgehead here. I need to assault this bunker, continue clearing these woods. Alright, so looks like what I'm actually going to do is pull the Panzer III back and marshal my armor units together and send them in to clear the infantry and the guns in this area, because you know, it's premature to try to attack into Malawa itself at this point until I have cleared this area. So I'm going to retreat a bit, wait for my Panzer IV to come over, and then the Panzer IV, the Panzer III, and an infantry squad can just really cut into these defenses here, clear this area, and then I can really begin my move to close up the Kessel, as well as send a battle group to the airfield to capture that. Alright, so let's get the Panzer IV across. And end our turn. Oof. Took some serious damage to 109. So we've got to bring this back anyway to refuel. So we will fly him back to this airfield, get him all refueled up, and then also repair him and yeah, and do that all before the Stuka runs out of gas too. Alright, so let's assault this bunker. It's time to clear the bunker. Bombed it with the Stuka. Let's hit it with the artillery. Let's bring these forces to flank. Send them in first. Nice. And the engineers should finish it off. Boom. Love those flamethrowers. Alright, so now the road to the airfield is open. It will take us a little while to consolidate up here and push. But basically the idea here will be to push this original squad, this original battle group, down the road and into the flank of these forces while I push my panzer units into this flank. While the infantry sits in blocks. Guess I could mortar, huh? Yeah. Maybe. Okay, so that's exactly what I was hoping not to find there. So this was not actually clear. These woods still have an entrenched unit in here, so I could attack or I could mortar. I think I'll mortar and see if I can push him out with this with the Panzer III. Okay, I wasn't able to push him. Did knock him down a point, and let's see. These guys there. Get ready to flank this position. Okay, so definitely hitting some snags here. Got lots of entrenched infantry. Gotta clear it, or else I just won't have a clean attack route into Malawa or the airfield. I'll leave my flank exposed, so just gotta do what I gotta do. Right, over here, still not seeing any enemy opposition, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and push to the crossroads. Okay, so I'm going to use this infantry to run through the forest here, expand my bridgehead here, and then I can pull up the Panzer II. And they're out on a limb. We're very vulnerable right now to counterattack. It's okay. So I have really stepped in it now. I am right in the middle, right in the firing zone of 2 different artillery pieces, while I'm stuck in these woods, fighting entrenched infantry with armor. Something's got to change. Let's move that up. Let's get our 109 back to safety. Get our Stuka back to the airfield. And now we can start to flank with this infantry. Okay, so we're going to send our Panzer IV into its first battle. Here, this entrenched infantry, expect fire support from that artillery piece. But we are flanking, so we get that flanking bonus. So we're looking at inflicting about 4 damage to 0. Let's see how it plays out. Awesome. Okay, defeated them. They are retreating, so I can take that hex, get out of the woods, and further expand my territory here. Okay, I can bring the engineer. Ah, damn. Well, this is what happens when you play without a recon unit. Shoot. Ran these guys straight into this minefield. So what I'm going to have to do is clear the minefield in the next turn and repair up these engineers the turn after that. Meanwhile, I will slowly creep up with this squad, get them into position to flank this squad next, this position of entrenched heavies, by bringing up 2 flanking infantry squads. Let's see. I really just want to get out of the woods more than anything. Let's see if I can flank. Alright, nice. That was a successful attack. I sent my heavies in against these guys, scored a hit. A couple hits actually. So now I'm going to send the P3 in with flanking support. Didn't take any damage. So that position has been reduced by half. It's also in danger of being overrun completely. So if they do decide not to retreat this turn, I can potentially push this squad back further, if not completely annihilate them, and then completely encircle this unit here while also attacking the infantry, or I'm sorry, the artillery piece. If all goes well. Okay, over here, way over here, my little expeditionary unit is still making gains on this side of the bridgehead. Let's see, as much as I'd like to hold these crossroads, I think it's more important for me to expand my lines of supply, expand the territory that I control on this side. Could go this way. So, unless there's a counterattack, I should be able to eat up a bunch of this territory, and should be able to keep this squad and this pincer safe. Alright, so my Panzer III took more damage. Not stoked on that. However, these guys did retreat, but also in their fighting retreat took severe damage. So I'm going to go ahead and finish them off. But I'm not going to take that hex. I'm going to stay in the trees here. The forest provides, as you can see in the info panel, 70% cover. It gives a 0.8 defender combat factor, which means it increases my combat effectiveness by 80%. And gives the attacker combat factor 65%. So this basically means the attacker will only attack at 65% of efficiency, whereas I will defend at 80%. So the difference is 15. So the defender definitely has the advantage in forest terrain. So that's why I'm keeping my guys there. Okay, I think we'll finish these guys off. Yeah, no problem there. Take that hex. Bring the P3 down. Oh boy. Again, the perils of war without recon properly. I'm feeling the pinch on time. I'm 11 turns in and I haven't really made any major attacks on any of my objectives, so I was trying to quickly bring the Panzer III on a flanking move into this artillery piece. However, I ran smack into that 40, which I should have remembered was there, but I didn't. Okay, let's see. Let's cool off from that attack. Send the 109 in for repair. Let's get the Stuka in for refueling. Let's clear this minefield. And let's bring this unit up to flank. Okay, man, that's gonna be harder than I thought. Let's go ahead and hit him with some artillery. Damn. See if that helped our cause any. Only slightly. So I think we'll move over to the defensive here and try to wither him down a little bit more with some artillery fire. But that'll have to wait because we are at the end of our episode. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you watching. Please leave a comment. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, how I can do it better. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button. Thanks so much, and we'll see you again soon.